Hello guys, it is me, the Great Western Scott, and today I have for you something a little bit different. I'm going to be doing a comparison and ratings review, so let's get on with it. So I am going to start this with Oliver. Now, I recently bought an old style Oliver and an old style duck in an eBay lot for an incredibly good price in my mind. I thanked the seller for the condition of the items and that they were not damaged or anything like that. And then this Oliver I got with my lift and load set, and as you see, I've had to redo the eyebrows. And to be honest, I mean, aside from the square part of the boiler, it isn't really that much more accurate in terms of Railway Series at all. This Oliver is more accurate, even though it's got this in the wrong place. But I feel the logo is done better here. And the black wheels reflect the Oliver's basis, which is the 14XX by the Great Western Railway, which is in my name, the Great Western Scott. So I feel that the old Oliver has the better face. If I can just get this gum thing to focus. And I'm not just saying that because of the eyebrows. I'm saying that this one has a better face, because it just looks more like Oliver in my opinion. And then in overall body shape, I do think that the 2000s Oliver looks better in terms of body. But again, this Oliver is probably good for a custom. I would recommend getting a CGI Oliver if you're wanting to make a Railway Series Oliver, because he does look the best for this. So I'm going to give this one another review. One thing that was always on these was a problem, was the handrails were almost always out of line. And it's true on mine. But I do feel that they did the 11 better, and the cab was pretty good. The coal wasn't that much different. Again, this part right here is much more accurate. And I think the shortness of the tanks helps. Feel free to let me know if you disagree, but I just think it does look better. So I'm going to give this one a 7 out of 10. And this Oliver, like much of the 1990s models, it is very simple. And like much of the 90s models as well, it does have the better face. But, as I said, the 11 is in the wrong place. The logo I find is much better. If we're talking TV series accuracy, the wheels are the wrong color. There's none of the untapered firebox. There's no, like safety valve, I guess that would be. There's no handrails. But the face is much better. What I would recommend doing is cutting this section off of this Oliver and then replacing it with a custom-made section of this Oliver with this Oliver face. And I may try and do that in the future with my Railway Series Oliver that I plan on making. And I give this Oliver a 6 out of 10. So let's move on to Duck. And I will quickly just go get my third Duck model. Just leave you with a little view of them. Okay, so here is my third duck. So this was actually my second duck model that I got. My cousin actually gave me this duck model. So I made the black smoke box. I didn't add a funnel or the black bit up here because I didn't really want to. I do feel that I did a better job of the cab, making it squared. But I did a pretty bad job on the lettering, I must admit. And this is more Railway Series accurate, I guess you could say, to the shade of brown. But I still need a name for this guy. Leave that in the comments. So here's the actual ones. So out of the two, I am going to say that I do prefer the CGI duck. So I do prefer so let's just start with a review of the CGI one. I feel that it has a much better face, even if mine is crooked. No big deal though. The text is nice and crisp. They have both dome and safety valve in the correct shape. Sorry that the lighting for this is dark. I just can't get the flash on. But something I've always hated about these CGI models is that the magnets rust when you repel them. And this one has a good cab, good roof. It has a funnel, which is nice to see. Nice bright green. Very reflective, as you can see. I've had this since it came out, and it's still in pretty good shape. But let's go on to the next duck. So this duck is pretty beat up. I do like the face on this duck, I must say, though. Although I don't like it better. Again, on both of these you have the widow's peak. But on this newer one, I don't have the widow's peak. So the cab detail doesn't have this little extending section back there, which I feel the cab detail does look better. Again, with the Oliver, like the Oliver, no handrails. The 8 doesn't really match the GWR lettering. I think if they would have made this yellow lining red, then it would have made more sense. No funnel. The black wheels are good. The roof is good. And these things have held up against the test of time. So now for their ratings. This duck I'm going to give a 9 out of 10. This is an almost perfect model that represents duck better than the TV series CGI duck. This looks like a real 5764, whatever you want to call it, XX. And it does look pretty dadgum accurate. And then I'm going to give this one a 7 out of 10. Again, it is a little bit more inaccurate. It's not consistent with its lining. Hate on me if you want. I don't really care. Toad's Ice Capade is going to be delayed until I can reshoot all of it, because I had to make storage for it, and I accidentally deleted all of the stuff that I was using to upload it, because I couldn't save it to my camera roll because I didn't have enough storage on iMovie. So that's just a little update on Toad's Ice Capade. But thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys later. And leave you with this one little message. Fan service!